Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. So today let us understand Mridanga Yoga. So I have been explaining yogas. There are two types of Mridanga Yogas here. The first Mridanga Yoga has been defined in Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. A very simple definition that planets to be placed in the trines or in the quadrant and they be exalted or in their own signs or in their own houses. It's a very simple definition wherein all Panchamahapurusha yogas will become Mridanga yogas. So when we go into the further understanding of BPHS, then we can understand that in the Panchamahapurusha yoga, the participation of the ascendant lord has not been specified. Like in the Mahalavya yoga or in Amala yoga, there are many other yogas. The participation of the ascendant lord has not been clearly specified. But in this Mridanga yoga, BPHS very clearly specifies that a strong planet has to be posited, a strong planet or many planets can be posited in the trine or the quadrant from the ascendant, being its house of exaltation or its house of own house or its house of Mula Trikonasthana, with the ascendant lord being strong. So there is a combined effect here. There are two factors, that there should be a condition that a planet should be well placed, and also the condition that the ascendant lord is very strongly placed in the chart. Going further, this can be easily seen by many people. I don't have to put up a chart for these things, but still, going further, the next definition is that of B V Raman. B V Raman has taken Mridanga Yoga to the next level. So here it is a little complicated. The definition is like this: the lord of the Navamsha in which an exalted planet is placed should be placed in a trine or a quadrant identical to its own sign or sign of exaltation. So this is the exact words what he has used. But it's not that easy. Let me explain it using illustration. See, this is the illustration for not only for the BPHS thing, but it's for the B V Raman thing, which is a little difficult. That particular definition was a little difficult. Here we have planets placed in which you can see that sun is exalted. So what is the definition? The Navamsha lord of the where the planet, where an exalted planet is placed, that is an exalted planet sun, it is placed in Karkataka Rashi, the Navamsha. Okay, this is the Navamsha D9 chart, and the Navamsha lord, that is the dispositor where sun is placed, is moon. Here it is exalted in the Navamsha itself. That's a different option that has not been spoken. We have to bring that here in D1. So in the Rashi Kundali, the exalted planet is Sun. It is placed in the Navamsha Kundali in Karkataka Rashi in Cancer. The dispositor of that is Moon. That is the owner of that sign is Moon. Bring it back to the D1 chart. This is what is called Rashi Tulya Amsha, Amsha Tulya Rashi, going in to the Navamsha, bringing out and coming back to the D1 chart. And here moon is placed in a quadrant from the ascendant. And it is also strong because it is the fourth house. It rules the fourth house. So this is one illustration. So let us go to another illustration of Mridanga Yoga. Example number 2. Yeah. So here we have an exalted planet Saturn. The first definition of BPHS itself is valid here. Why? The ascendant lord is strong, that is exalted Saturn. Saturn is the ascendant lord for the sign of Aquarius, and is in a, and there is a planet which is strongly posited in a trine or a quadrant. So here both are the same. The ascendant lord itself is in a trine, that is the 9th house, and it is exalted. So the definition is fully verified. BPHS is totally, Mridanga Yoga is there as per BPHS, that is Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. The second level, going into the B V Raman definition, here we have Saturn, which is exalted. The planet has to be seen where it is placed in the Navamsha. It is placed in Sagittarius in the sign of uh, Jupiter, which is owned by Jupiter. So now we have to see where Jupiter is placed in D1. Okay, so Jupiter is placed in D1 in the sign of Scorpio, which is its friend sign, and it is the 10th house. So it should be either in a quadrant or in a trine. So we can see that this chart has a super strong position. Ninth house is strong because the Lagnadipati is there, and 10th house is strong because this Jupiter is the dispositor of an exalted planet in Navamsha brought back to the D1 chart. So what actually is the emphasis of Mridanga Yoga? The lordship and the placement of these planets are very important. In this case, we can see that the 10th house is very strongly marked in the D9 chart also. The ascendant is also very strong. We have the interchanging of Saturn and Jupiter over the ascendant very strong, because here it is Saturn ascendant and Jupiter is in the 10th house. Here it is Jupiter ascendant, Jupiter in the 10th house with Saturn very strongly aspecting the, sitting in the ascendant. So this particular chart, I think this is the 2021 chart. So this particular chart is a strong chart which very clearly shows that this person can excel in profession. So Mridanga Yoga gives a very strong professional focus and gives a king-like comfort. That is a luxurious, a very beautiful yoga where a person can go through all comforts of life in an ethical way. So I think that's the thing what we discussed about Mridanga Yoga. So there are many other charts which we can actually apply, real charts also. These are both the charts what I showed you were real charts. One was from 1980 or something like that, and the other one is just now. So thank you very much for today's class.